on to another exciting edition of TSW Texas Style Wrestling, and it was just last week Soda Pop defended and retained his junior heavyweight championship right here in this ring. And here we go. Soda's going to go for it. Soda's going for it. He's got him. He's tied him up. This has got to be it. Soda's got him. He taps. Soda's still the champion. What a way to end the night here. Soda Pop retaining that junior heavyweight championship. Your winner tonight is Soda Pop here in our main event, and still TSW Texas Junior Heavyweight Champion.
OMGs, last time we faced off, there was another team in the ring with us. That ain't no way to win a tag team championship, But this time around, oh yeah, we got 2-on-2, one team against the other for the NWA Texas Style Tag Team Championships.
That's how it should have been from the first place. 3 teams? Nah, that's not fair. What's fair is how Ghetto Fabulous like it. One team against us and nobody else in between, except for them NWA Texas Style Wrestling Tag Team Championships. That's all we care about.
So tonight on NWA Texas Style Wrestling, OMGs, we gonna see y'all in the ring.
1 boot, 2 boot.
Stomp you out!
Now we're being joined here in the ring by Teddy Long, the Hall of Famer and legend himself, making his way to the ring now, to the delight of our crowd here in Forney, Texas at the OC. And here comes Teddy. Let's see what he has to say to us tonight.
Welcome back to NWA Texas Style Wrestling. Teddy Long. You never know what to expect here in Texas Style Wrestling. What say you for our fans here in Forney, Texas today?
Well, what brings me here, all these beautiful people, that's what brings me here. I'm just happy to come back to Texas. Something bothered me, so if you don't mind, I'd like to call out Rodney Mack. If we get Rodney Mack out here, I want to talk to him.
Okay, Teddy Long calling out Rodney Mack to come out to the ring. Now let's see what he has to say to Rodney Mack. Usually we don't see a lot of Rodney here on the show. The owner and trainer at Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, making his way to the ring now. Called out by Teddy Long.
All right. Can you play? Well, you know, when I first came out the first time, you know, I talked about Rodney, so everybody got to know the history of me and Rodney Mack back in the day, the White Boy Challenge and so on. But Rodney, the reason I called you out here because I wanted to ask you this in front of all these TSW fans. I hadn't been here a while. I was back in the locker room there, and some of the guys back there were saying that you had been banned from TSW. I mean, how can they ban a guy with your talent, a guy, a great wrestler like you? Is any truth to that?
We haven't seen him in action here in quite a while.
I talked to you about that later. I talked to you about that. No, but I think they want to know what I want to know. I want to talk to you right now. I think they want to know.
Rodney not wanting to talk about it. These fans wanting him to talk about it. Why we haven't seen him here in action? Apparently there's something I don't know about. The music is playing now. I don't know who this is. Wait a minute, that music is familiar. It is. It's Baron Von Storm along with James Beard and head of security Chuck Turner making their way to the ring. Rodney is leaving and leaving Teddy Long standing in the ring by himself. The Baron is here.
Well, I don't know what's going on, players, so I'm going to give it back to you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TSW Texas Style Wrestling. And we're about to get into our opening contest here as Beano Blue is making his way to the ring. One half of City Boys, we saw his tag team partner in action last week. In our opening contest last week, it was KDP in action here, and now we're going to see Beano Blue here in singles action as well. As we get this one underway, folks, coming to you from the OC in Forney, Texas. That stands for Opportunity Central, and a great part of Forney ISD and, of course, Forney High School. and that is where you can get tickets to come see TSW just about every month. Our next program that we'll be shooting here is going to be on December the 13th, and you are invited. Head over to tswplus.com and get your tickets for TSW in action. Bring the whole family. It's a great way to spend a Saturday night here, as professional wrestling action is right in front of your face every single time you come. These fans, every single seat in the house is a good one. We'd love to have you here. Again, that's tswplus.com. And there you see around the waist of Verdugo, or Vertigo is what I keep wanting to say, but anyway, that dog pound for pound championship. I've spoken to you before about how you'll see Dog Pound Championships defended here as a part of NWA Texas. That is the NWA Texas Pound for Pound Championship out of Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. Of course, the promotion out of San Antonio, the other part of NWA Texas. We are, of course, here in the Dallas market. And here we are with this title matchup. This is for that Dog Pound for Pound Championship. Here in our opening contest, a championship bout right out of the gates here this evening on TSW Texas Style Wrestling.
This match is for the NWA Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Pound for Pound Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. He weighs in at 215 pounds. He is the king of Blue Way, Pino Blue. And his opponent in this corner, hailing from San Diego, California. He weighs in at 195 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending NWA Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Pound for Pound Champion. He is the Executioner, Verdugo.
Well, if that's the way Lieutenant Dan says it, that's the way I must say it as well. Verdugo is here to defend his Dog Pound.
Your referee for this contest, Candice Harding.
Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Pound for Pound Championship, which you see Candice Harding holding up for us right there. And is on the line here tonight. Bino Blue having a chance to win that and take it home and be a champion here in TSW and taking away that Dog Pound title. I know Bino has competed in Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. Obviously, Verdugo having a lot more experience there, having come up and won that Pound for Pound Championship, once being held by Hoss Holding, one of the oldest active pro wrestlers to be wrestling every weekend, and he was mighty proud of that as he held and defended that title for quite some time out of Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. But here on TSW, that belt is being defended tonight, and we will see if Verdugo can hold on to it against the likes of the fan favorite of the City Boys, Bino Blue. And they go to lock it up again. Verdugo bouncing under and ducking under, rather, and gets a little bit of a... Did he go for a wedgie there? I don't think it's a professional wrestling move, but Bino Blue trying some different tactics there. In the opening bout to this contest, arm drag over, arm drag again, and another arm drag, and this time locking it up and hanging on is Bino Blue. One half of the City Boys, which at one time consisted of Whiskey Sour and Bino Blue. Whiskey Sour injured in a car accident, and Bino Blue replacing him by kindly asking KDP to join up with the City Boys, and now the City Boys consist of Bino Blue and KDP. As you see, Bino Blue doing a great job working over the arm here in the opening moments of this contest. Before the break, I have to try to explain a little bit of what happened out here as we saw Rodney Mack being called out to the ring by Teddy Long. Rodney was not wanting to explain why we haven't seen him personally in action here. and got a crossbody there and a pin, count of only 2 there. But why we haven't seen Rodney Mack in action, and I say as himself, it's because for a long time, and back before Tim Storm's devastating injury, which resulted in us getting Baron Von Storm, we were seeing Storm kind of make fun of the fact that he thought that Damage was actually Rodney Mack. And, I mean, we all kind of thought that as well. But a moment ago, I don't know if this is any help in uncovering the actual truth. Pin attempt again, and good for only 2 that time again, as Bino Blue almost winning that pound-for-pound championship. With just 1 more second, he would have had it. But Rodney Mack in the ring being questioned by Teddy Long right out here in public in front of all these fans, and then all of a sudden Baron Von Storm makes his way out and just stands there staring down Rodney Mack, and Rodney split, and that's where we had to break for commercial, and that's pretty much where it ended out here. I don't know what all this means, folks. I'm just telling you what we all saw. And now you're as caught up as I am on what happened before that break. As we have Verdugo going to work on the arm and into the corner there. And that's going to wear down Bino Blue as he now goes to work on the shoulder and on the arm. Verdugo very happy with his position right now, as just a few moments ago it was he that was on the receiving end of this same hold. Referee Candace Harding checking in. Checking on Bino Blue now as the crowd gets behind Bino. Bino trying to get back to his feet. He does. A punch to the gut, another punch to the gut, and another. That could break the hold. He's out. Off the ropes goes Bino Blue. Under. Ducking the clothesline. Is Verdugo up and over. Fall away slam. This could be it. 1, 2, and no. Bino still has a fighting chance to become champion here tonight. The Dog Pound, Pound for Pound Championship is a championship belt that gives anybody the chance to go for it, regardless of where they are in the rankings and where they've worked their way through. It goes straight to whoever wants to challenge for it, and it was decided tonight that Bino Blue would be afforded that opportunity and has a chance to win it here tonight and keep that thing in Forney, Texas. Verdugo working over the arm of Bino Blue. Blue wanting to win that championship. It'd be his first taste of championship gold as a singles competitor. If you'll remember, quite some time back, the City Boys, Whiskey Sour and Bino Blue, held tag team championships out of Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. And they were the Dog Pound tag champs. And again, that is not the case anymore, as Bino Blue there trying to get a little offense in, maybe going for a cover here. This could be it. Could be a new champ here. 1, 2, and no. Denied by Verdugo, who kicks out at the last moment there. Goes back to work on the arm of Bino Blue. Out into the middle now. Bino using momentum to get out of that situation, and wow! That's going to put the nail in the coffin on this one, or at least it should, but no, Verdugo back to his feet. What a fighting champ he is. Ain't nobody home. KDP comes in with the boot, and Verdugo moves out of the way. Cobra Clutch! Cobra Clutch locked in on Bino Blue, and he is nowhere near the ropes. He has no chance. He's right in the middle of the ring. That is where that championship belt will be won, and Verdugo with that devastating Cobra Clutch now locked in. Referee Candace Harding checking on Bino Blue, and no, I barely hang on, and his arm goes down. His arm goes down. This match is over. Verdugo retaining that Dog Pound, Pound for Pound Championship title. Verdugo wins it. And Bino Blue taking a nap right in the middle of the ring. Verdugo retaining here, and this is our opening contest, and they're going to have to drag Bino Blue out of the ring. We are back with more great action here on TSW. It's Texas Style Wrestling on a Saturday night. I'm here tonight with the NWA Texas Style Wrestling Tag Team Champs
of the world,
the OMGs. Yes, here, and John Omari, you got those tag titles right here, and Ghetto Fabulous coming after those here tonight. Did you hear what they had to say about that earlier?
I heard something about them saying something about some belts earlier, you know. So Ghetto Fabulous. These are tag team titles. Belts is what hold your pants up, but you guys like to sag and do all that hood stuff. This ain't where it's at. Where it's at is where these real class champions. We defeated one of the most fierce tag team champions ever, and that's Team Devastation. So after beating them, the sky's the limit. Y'all better watch out for us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my brother, he gonna tell you better than I can. I'm in good spirits right now. I'm happy. I didn't really hear everything they said, but I heard that they said, "What's up, man? What?" And you got the phone going on. I'm on the road.
Not only did I watch it, I heard it as well. Ghetto Fab, you're telling us that if it wasn't for the fact that it was a three-way tag, that you would have went on and faced Devastation Reborn.
They said that.
That you would have went on and claimed these tag team titles. Fellas, a lot has happened since that three-way.
Three-way, baby.
Not only did we go on to the tag team title match, hell, we claimed the tag team championships.
Oh, yeah.
So now, you want to claim, hey, Bob, no disrespect, excuse yourself, please.
Yeah, watch out, bro.
You want to claim, had it not been, we'll do you one better. Meet us in that ring, and we'll see, once and for all. 3 letters, 2 men, 1 team. OMG.
Hey. We got some Ghetto Fabulous for you.
See the stars of Texas Style Wrestling live and save big using code ONTV. Get 20% off your tickets. That's general admission and reserved with code ONTV at checkout at TSWplus.com. Wrestling this good, 20% off tickets. That's what we call Texas Style savings. TSWplus.com. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to get some kind of an interview or something with Tim Baron Von Storm. Can you give me any kind of answers? I know you guys go way back.
I don't know about Baron, but I know that Storm is in here with James Beard.
Can we talk to him?
I don't know if he's going to talk, if he's going to say anything, but we go try.
Okay, best we can do. Let's do it.
Hey, James. Hey. I want to try to get a word with Storm, but
I don't think getting a word's going to be possible. But
I'm just glad. I'm glad that you're here. I mean, you and I are his oldest friends. I've been his friend for 25 years, and this is a Storm that I've never known, ever.
I'm in the same boat with you, brother.
If somebody's gonna be out there, I'm glad to see
you. He recognizes it, and then it goes back to that.
Yeah. I'll just know I've got your back.
I know you do.
I'm glad you're out there. I can't be out there with him, but knowing you're gonna be out there with him, it's good enough for me. But just know I got your back.
I know that.
And you know,
thank you.
I'll be there.
I would. Thank you. Appreciate it. Look at me. You can trust this. You can trust this. Is that okay? You okay? Okay. Just relax. Okay. I don't know how to explain it, Bob. I really don't. I mean, all I can do is just be here for him. That's all we can do. Okay, man. Thanks.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Texas Style Wrestling. My name is Bob Malden. As you saw a couple of moments ago, we have tag team action coming up here tonight. Those tag team titles on the line, the OMGs to defend here in our main event. A little bit later on, right now, Santiago has made his way to the ring and checking to make sure all the grooming is properly done there before our crowd tonight. I don't envy this man one bit, though, because he's going to have his hands very full with his opponent here tonight.
And his opponents. Being accompanied by James Beard. From parts unknown, he weighs in at 270 pounds. He is for NWA World Champion, Baron Von Storm.
Okay, folks, I have been around the professional wrestling business a very long time, and in and around, actually, and Baron Von Storm truly creeps me out. I mean, I would say I know Tim Storm. I knew Tim Storm, and was always a friendly person I could talk to backstage. Anyone could talk to him. Kids would come up to him and want his autograph, but nobody gets within 10 feet of him since he became the Baron. And all of it goes back to an injury that he received working a match in the NWA. And now this is what we have left of Tim Storm, folks, as this spaced out, dangerous individual that is here tonight to face off against Santiago. There's a look at the scowl of the Baron Von Storm here. And I just don't know what to make of it. That is who we have to deal with now. That's who we've attempted to talk to. And I don't know how I feel about, even though he's doing it under doctor's orders, I don't know how I feel about James Beard perpetuating this delusion of Baron Von Storm. It's a dangerous delusion, if you ask me, and nobody did, but I'm the guy with the microphone right now, so I can tell you, it's a dangerous delusion that Tim Storm thinks he's this Baron, and he's bringing this claw hold that he's used forever, and he's sort of adopted this I don't know, psyche, I guess, of a Baron, and has become very dangerous. And when that claw is locked in, it doesn't matter if the match is won or the bell rings. He does not let go without the help of James Beard. What are we supposed to do if this guy gets mad in the line at the grocery store and some old lady cuts him off and he goes and puts the claw on her and James Beard isn't there? Are we going to expect little Susie, the cashier, to talk him out of it? I don't think so. So I don't know. But the Baron signaling already for the claw. No. Santiago trying his best to avoid this. This could be the end of it early on. No, he goes and gets a side headlock there, and not sure how long that's going to be effective. Off the ropes he goes, ducks the big clothesline there from the Baron, ducks under that back elbow. Another clothesline ducked. Here comes Santiago and doesn't budge him an inch. The Baron standing tall. Another drop kick. He just deflects it like it's nothing, swatting it like a fly. Off the ropes he goes again, and no! Santiago nearly beheaded by that one. The Baron signaling for the claw. This is not a good spot to be in if you're Santiago. I don't even like the guy, but get up, Santiago. Don't let this happen to you. The Baron with an elbow to the back of the neck, wearing him down. I do hope James Beard is close. Another elbow, thrust to the back of the neck. The C7. And now, into the corner. What's the Baron gonna do here? Oh, massive chop. Now he's just toying with the young man. Kicking away, trying to make some sort of impact, and no, another chop, forearm chop combinations here from the Baron over and over. Huge hip toss there to the middle of the ring. Santiago trying to get back to his feet. A little worse for wear right now is stalking and lurking behind him is the Baron. The Baron. What's he going to do here? I'm not sure that whatever it is totally kind of ripping at the face of Santiago. That's the moneymaker there for him. Down to his back now as the Baron stands tall in the ring. Just stalking Santiago is Baron Von Storm. We've been told to make sure we always call him Baron Von Storm too. You saw a couple of weeks ago as James Beard was talking to that doctor, he mentioned Tim, and the Baron like to have come unglued. Santiago trying to make it back to his feet now as the Baron goes to work again with another elbow straight to the crown of the head. Baron Von Storm is now toying with Santiago here as the young man is trying to make his way back to his feet. And every time he does, he gets a little extra pain for the effort. Santiago here just beaten down unnecessarily here. It could have been a pin at any point in time. And now he's in the corner. I don't know if he knows what's coming. Look up, Santiago. This will not be good for your skull. He's out of the way. He comes back. A kick to the midsection there. Chop. Those seem to be having a little effect on Baron Von Storm, but now off the ropes. And no, right back into the claw. That has got to be it. Right back into the claw. Baron Von Storm has him. Can he come out of this? I don't think things look too good for Santiago right now. He's trying to hold on. A lot of fight in this young man, but no. He is down to one knee now. Candice Harding checking in. Baron Von Storm. The claw is cinched in and it is on hard and he is not getting it off. Candice Harding checking. Wait a minute. What, Damage is out here. Damage is out here. Damage. Now wait a minute. He's with Professor P. He's out here now staring down Baron Von Storm and distracting him. But I think the claw's still on. The claw is still on Santiago. Damage out here with Professor P. This claw is locked in hard and it's not coming off. And a little distraction there, but the claw did not go away. And that's it. Bell has to ring. This match is over. This match is over. And you see, she's trying to get him to break the claw. And he's not doing it. We've seen this over and over and over again. And here, ambling his way into the ring. I mean, you gotta love James Beard, but man, can you move any faster? This guy's head is gonna pop. Oh, geez, sadistic laugh. What is this? Let's try to listen in.
Okay. See that?
How disturbing. Did you hear the sadistic laugh from Baron Von Storm as he had the claw locked in, and here came James Beard with that little globe. Wow. Well, another decisive victory for Baron Von Storm. And if we can get the forklift out and scrape up what's left of Santiago, we'll have our main event here in just a few minutes. We'll see the OMGs in action, defending those tag team titles. That's all coming up and right around the corner here on Texas Style Wrestling on a Saturday night. Welcome back to Texas Style Wrestling, folks. Bob Malden with you, and there he is, the TSW Heavyweight Champion, Bam Bam Malone, making his way to the ring right now. And we're going to hear from the champ here tonight in this segment. Can't wait to hear what he has to say to this hometown crowd in Forney, Texas tonight. The TSW Heavyweight Champion, Forney, Texas own, Bam Bam Malone, here in front of this great crowd tonight in Forney, Texas at the OC. Next chance to see Bam Bam and all the stars, December the 13th.
Bam Bam Malone, it certainly seems like a hometown welcome.
How it feels alive, man. Did you guys show up tonight or what? It seems like every single time I step foot in the TSW arena, you guys never cease to amaze me. You guys show up each and every single time, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. The boys and girls in the back couldn't be more thankful for that. Now, I do have to get to business. What? I have to get to business. I am the inaugural NWA Texas Heavyweight Champion. This is something that I've worked my entire life for, and it's paid off. But it's lonely at the top, and there's lots of people trying to claw their way up there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wanting to bet tonight, bet on Bam Bam.
Now this whole crowd here tonight betting on Bam Bam. Bam Bam alone, the inaugural TSW champ. See the stars of Texas Style Wrestling live and save big using code ONTV. Get 20% off your tickets. That's general admission and reserved with code ONTV at checkout at tswplus.com. Wrestling this good, 20% off tickets. That's what we call Texas Style savings. tswplus.com. John Omari, Mike Anthony, the OMGs, they've been a part of Texas Style Wrestling since the very beginning. We first got to know them back in 2023, and we got to see them compete and work their way up the ranks here in Texas Style Wrestling. They've now held those tag team titles a couple of times. Devastation Reborn has been a big thorn in their side for a very long time, but tonight they're going to have their hands full with these guys. These are Ghetto Fabulous being, wow. It's Caramel Lightning mouthing off at everybody who will listen tonight and even some who won't. As we get ready to get things started, as the crowd is all behind the OMGs, here is Mike Anthony who's going to start things off here. Wow. Austin Jordan going to start things off for Ghetto Fabulous. Bell rings and this one gets underway right away with a kick to the gut of Mike Anthony. Austin Jordan proud of himself for that early advantage there. Anthony coming back up to his feet, but just barely. That took a lot of wind out of the man as he gets a couple of punches right to the forehead there from Austin Jordan. Now over into the corner, straight into the boot of Caramel Lightning. Tag is made, and right to work on the midsection goes Caramel Lightning. An early advantage here for these guys as Austin Jordan wasted no time going to work on the midsection of Mike Anthony, and he is in a bad spot right now, wanting desperately to hold on. It's only been a few weeks to these tag team titles that they just earned back, and defeating very soundly Devastation Reborn for those tag titles. And right back to work on that midsection goes Austin Jordan. A lot of trash talk from these guys. They pretty much seem to be doing it the whole time that they're working over Mike Anthony, but he's giving him a little bit of payback now as that elbow goes right to the forehead of Jordan, who's down once again. Fist right to the forehead again. Ref warning Anthony, but he didn't see what happened in the corner as John Omari's ready each time that Jordan goes over there. And here he comes again, and this time he's down. That's Anthony signaling for right here. Oh, devastating chop to Jordan, who's now in the corner reeling back to his feet. Oh, another chop. They heard that one in Waco, folks. Man, Caramel Lightning just is he basically could call this match for us. I don't need to say anything. He's being so loud in the corner, telling the referee how to do his job. There he goes again. I think it's time to tag Caramel Lightning in and somebody punch him in the mouth so I can tell you what's going on here. And punches to the head right now. Mike Anthony up on the ropes, laying them in. Crowd counting along. All right. Caramel Lightning still having thoughts over there. Very upset by the turn of events, and then now they Irish whip him off the corner. Big double hip toss, and down goes Jordan. John Omari is in now. Little sip of the juice there. That's why they call him Juice Box, John Omari. He's got some kind of energy drink or something in that pouch on the back there as he gets a little suplex action in there. 1, 2, and that's all it's going to be good for.
What you allowing in this ring right now?
Would you listen to him? Caramel Lightning, he's got lightning for a mouth. Tag made. John Omari making a tag to Mike Anthony here, setting him up. No, wait a minute, he's over. And no more talking, no more hollering. I think the tag made. I think it connected there. Arm drag now, and Caramel Lightning is in. Kick to the gut there. John Omari tagging in. I think he might have tagged the wrong guy, though. Out of the corner he comes. There he goes. Wow! Going airborne is John Omari. Caramel Lightning has nothing at all to say about that. I don't think he can talk. John Omari getting another sip out of that juice box. Pin 1, and that's all it's good for. As we look over, the manager of Ghetto Fabulous there looking on from the outside, John Omari having his way right now with his man Caramel Lightning in the ring. Reversal off the ropes. John Omari ducks under. Oh no, wait a minute. Outside the ring, that faceless manager who is hidden behind the bandana there is a factor in the fact that John Omari took a spill outside the ring, and now outside the ring, Caramel Lightning, running him right into the apron of the ring there, which is, as you can see, the padding ends, and that's where the wood and steel begin. John Omari, worse for wear, thrown back into the ring here, pin 1, and that's all it's good for. Omari kicks out, reaching for Mike Anthony. As Caramel Lightning goes to work now, looks like a chin lock there. Maybe he is, not going around the throat there. He is working on John Omari here, trying to wear him down even more. Omari back to his feet, couple of punches there. One to the face. Omari goes, tries to make a tag, but that juice box turned out to be a problem this time. As Caramel Lightning grabbed a hold of it, and that ended the attempt for John Omari to get a tag for Mike Anthony, but the tag is being made here now, and Austin Jordan coming back into the ring. Jordan ready as, now wait a minute, the count begins, and oh, wow! Drop kick to the midsection of of John Omari, who was up in the position of a standing vertical suplex, and that just adds insult to injury, folks. Knee right to the small of the back of John Omari. Working him over there as they did, starting with that fall to the outside of the ring a moment ago, then shoving him into the ring apron. Omari not really sure where he is, but now draped over the rope and being choked. Referee says that's not going to work. Austin backs away, but goes right back to work on John Omari. Forearm shot to the face. Omari punches his way out of that. John Omari trying to get a little offense in, trying to get enough strength, energy, momentum to work his way back over to his partner's side of the ring. John Omari being stomped in the corner. And now he's in a bad spot, but here he comes. And I think while we were distracted by what was going on in the corner, Anthony was taken out by Jordan. Yep, there comes Anthony getting back up onto the ring apron. Here he comes in now. Omari out again. And Mike Anthony, I believe, is in the ring here, and the referee is trying to keep him out. Referee trying to tell him what's going on here. And Mike Anthony trying to help, but turns out to be more of a distraction as John Omari was getting a beat down 3 ways on the outside. Right back in the middle of the ring right now, though, that is the only place those tag team championship belts are going to change hands here tonight in this our main event of TSW Texas Style Wrestling. The invitation always open to head over to tswplus.com and get those tickets. A very reasonable price to have a great night out. And don't forget, if you use that offer code on TV, you get 20% off of tickets to come out here, bring your family, and enjoy a great night of professional wrestling. Next show, December the 13th. We want you to be here with us as we are going to see all the great stars of Texas Style Wrestling in action, including and definitely not limited to the OMGs here as John Omari tries to fight hard to maintain and retain those tag team championship belts. Prestigious prize here in Texas Style Wrestling. Jordan now working over the leg of John Omari, wrenching on that knee joint. Working over the leg of John Omari. The referee checking in, asking John Omari if he's ready to tap. Omari says no. Little extra leverage there where he can get it from Caramel Lightning. And Jordan reaches out the hand again, and the extension on the knee of John Omari causing even more pain. Omari trying to break out. Omari trying to get to where he can kick out. Maybe he can, but he's been able to release the tension. He flips over. Oh, there he goes. It's a Guri, and down goes Jordan. Down goes Jordan. This could be the opportunity that Omari was waiting for. Omari now. He's got to get to that corner. It seems so far away. Anthony is ready. He's stomping the ring mat, trying to give him some sense of awareness of where he is, but no, not in time. As Jordan is back up to his feet, Irish whip now, off the ropes goes Omari. Omari reversing. And there you go, neck breaker.
Come on, man! Come on!
This has to be the opportunity that Omari was looking for, to be able to get back to his corner, but the only problem is right in the middle between him and Mike Anthony is Jordan. One half of Ghetto Fabulous. Can Omari do it? He's trying to work his way back to his corner now. And each time he's tried so far, he's been interrupted. And Austin Jordan going back, gets a hold of the feet, but not in time. Here comes Anthony. Mike Anthony in. Here comes Caramel Lightning. Austin Jordan, they're both at the hands of Mike Anthony now, who is fired up and ready to go. Had a lot of breathing room out there on the outside, and wow. 1, 2, and no.
Come on, Cameron, you gotta get out of the ring. Let's go.
It's broken up by Caramel Lightning. Mike Anthony not too happy about that. A couple of smacks to the face ought to pay him back really well for that. Anthony going back to Jordan now. And now, meeting of the minds right there in the middle of the ring. Here comes Anthony, ducks under a double clothesline. He comes back and no! Oh no! Double choke slam to Anthony. This could be it. 1, 2, no! John Omari just jumps up and puts all of his weight onto the back of Jordan. And that also does a little damage to Mike Anthony. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but wow. Reversal gets rid of the manager problem. John Omari gets rid of that problem. And now in the ring is Austin Jordan, who I believe is the legal man. And this could be one that puts the stable in it here. Let's see what happens as he's now back up, stumbles into John Omari. John Omari ready for him, and here we go. This could be it. And outside the ring, we see what's left of Ghetto Fabulous. And over to the right, we see Mike Anthony going up. Mike Anthony is up, and here he comes. Huge frog splash. It probably caused just as much damage to him as it did to his opponent. The pin is made. 1, 2, 3. The OMGs retain the TSW Tag Team titles.
And still, NWA TSW World Tag Team Champions, the OMGs.
The OMGs keep the gold here tonight in our main event, Saturday Night Wrestling in Texas, folks. And your tag team champions, still the OMGs. John Omari, Mike Anthony, your TSW Tag Team Champions, the OMGs, with a few thoughts here as we wrap it up for tonight. For James Beard, Randy Klein, and everybody here at Texas Style Wrestling, I'm Bob Malden. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
There it is, you see it. NWA TSW is where it's at.